The Internet of Value is about rewiring the global financial infrastructure to dramatically improve the cost, speed, and certainty of how transactions flow. It's amazing to me how many people really don't realize how much friction there is in payments. We've become habituated to just expecting this is how it works. And I think, like so many other industries that have been disrupted by reducing friction, increasing speed, I think we're going to see a dramatic change over the next 10 or even 15 years that are really hard to predict today, that are the foundation that will be laid upon that Internet of Value. XRP is part of the heartbeat of Ripple. It is the foundation of how we think about liquidity management, and a core problem that how the financial infrastructure works is around how liquidity is managed. Today, financial institutions are wired with pools of capital. They're called Nostro and Vostro accounts. And these are accounts that are pre-funded between financial institutions. And that's capital sitting dormant and not being used for either working capital or lending or what have you. By using a digital asset, you can enable liquidity in real time. This is transformational to how global financial infrastructure is wired. Every marathon starts with a single step. For us, the first step is getting financial institutions engaged and working with us, getting them to understand how the core technology with xCurrent works, introducing how we can help manage liquidity. There's a lot of friction and cost associated with banks and financial institutions working with other institutions. We can change and accelerate how that works really materially, dramatically, and I think introducing XRP into those flows will take time. But as I said, every marathon starts with a single step. When I zoom out and look at where Ripple sits in the blockchain and crypto ecosystem, we are incredibly fortunate to be the only company with real customers solving real problems. That is at the early stages of that marathon, but there's no doubt that as we look at the race that has started, we're the only ones that have crossed that starting line.
What is XRP? XRP is a digital asset for representing the transfer of value across the Ripple network, also known as the RippleNet, created and operated by an US-based technology company, Ripple Labs. The main goal for Ripple is to connect banks, payment providers, and digital asset exchanges to provide a solution for real-time and cost-effective global money transfers. XRapid is an on-demand liquidity solution provided by Ripple Labs. It is designed for financial institutes to use Ripple's XRP asset as a bridge currency between fiat currencies when making cross-border payments. XRP and XRapid are relying on Ripple's patented technology called the Ripple Protocol Consensus Algorithm, or RPCA in short, and all the information of Ripple accounts and XRP transactions are stored in a common shared ledger, also known as the XRP ledger. The ledger is managed by a network of independent validating nodes that constantly compare their transaction records. These nodes can belong to anyone, from individuals to banks. However, Ripple recommends its clients to use a list of identified, trusted participants, also known as unique node list, or UNL, to validate their transactions. The nodes in the unique node list continually exchange transactions with other nodes on the list, and the goal of consensus is for each node to apply the same set of transactions to the current ledger. Transactions that are agreed upon by a supermajority of nodes are considered valid. You can imagine this as a large group of trusted people, and the network needs agreement from all of them to make a decision. But if one of them doesn't agree, nothing will happen until the problem is solved. How does it work? Let's take a simple example. Bob from Australia wants to send $100 to Alice, who is based in India. Bob transfers the money via a service that is provided by a financial institution that is using the XRapid solution. The service then connects into asset exchanges in both the originating and destination country. Bob's $100 is exchanged into XRP, which provides the necessary liquidity to power the final payment. And in seconds, that XRP is exchanged into Indian rupees and is accessible by Alice from the local asset exchange. Ripple also offers other solutions that do not use the XRP cryptocurrency by default. Xcurrent is Ripple's enterprise solution that is designed for facilitating instantaneous settlement and end-to-end tracking of cross-border payments between RippleNet members. Xcurrent does not operate on the same technology as XRP, as it is built around the Interledger Protocol, ILP, which was designed by Ripple as a protocol for connecting different ledgers or payment networks. Xcurrent consists of 4 different components. The Xcurrent Messenger provides peer-to-peer communication between connected RippleNet financial institutions. It is used to exchange information regarding risk and compliance, fees, FX rates, payment details, and expected time of funds delivery. Validator is used to cryptographically confirm the success or failure of a transaction, and also to coordinate moving of funds across the interledger. Financial institutions can run their own validator or can rely on a third-party validator. ILP ledger is used as a subledger, which can be incorporated into financial institutions' current ledger. The ILP ledger is used to track credits, debits, and liquidity across transacting parties. Funds are settled atomically, meaning that they are settled instantly or not at all. FX ticker is used to define exchange rates between transacting parties. It is also good to note that the same way Xcurrent can handle dollars, euros, and other fiat currencies, as well as Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, XRP can also be traded through the system. XVIA allows payment originators and corporates to send international payments through a financial institute that's been connected to RippleNet using an API-based standardized interface. Payments can be attached with rich information like an invoice or payment status.
Chris, how would you describe what the Internet of Value is and what the sort of insight is to get us there?
Yeah, so a lot of it came from kind of the early work you guys did with pathfinding, and again, having this, anything of value can be traded. That kind of was the germ of it. But kind of stepping way back, if you look at the real problem in the world today, a lot of people point to globalization as being, not working for people. And we would say, no, it's not that it's not working. It's just it's a work in progress, right? It's incomplete. So we could have a real globalization needs interoperability in 3 core things, right? Data, goods, shipping, and money. And the problem is it only has interoperability in data, obviously the internet, and shipping since the 50s with the shipping container, which creates interoperability between port to other port, ship to train to truck. But you don't have that with money. Money networks don't interoperate. And if you have that, now billions of people are onboarded into a real working, kind of system of globalization. And that's upon us. I think that's really what we're trying to build here.
And I think the need is very, very evident now because you have companies that have very, very light infrastructure or none in the areas they serve.
If you talk to folks at the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation who do a ton of work in the financial infrastructure, of the world, the big thing that they're trying to accomplish is to allow people to send as little as 50 cents, somebody in the developing world, if they're really going to be a participant in the global economy. And that's just impossible today, right? I mean, it's really even impossible to send $50 from the US to Europe without it being all chewed up in fees. 50 cents is just not on the table. But in a world now, this kind of Internet of Value, combining things like ILP and XRP, that is absolutely possible. That is, so frictionless and so fast, it completely changes the economics. And then beyond, those billions of people that need to send 50 cents, think about the trillions of devices and code that needs to be able to send, 10,000th of a cent. That is also enabled through what's going on here. So pretty exciting.
I think the vision is to be able to make an international payment as cheap and easy as pulling up a web page, like something that you would do without even thinking about the mechanics or the costs or who has to do what. It's just so automatic and so cheap and so scalable, and there's so many of them happening that it's almost invisible. You don't even think about doing it.
Yeah, almost like the value is moving with the data, just right on top of each other. And that is a world that we can have, but not with the infrastructure you have today. You've got kind of an internet world, kind of working with a pre-internet world of money, and those things are not lining up. So this is a big bottleneck for the world. If we can push through this, that's it. And again, blockchains are not the only answer. They're a subset of the solution, but the broader solution combines this kind of value interoperability protocols with a super fast and efficient digital asset, and then with some kind of mechanism for programming how that value moves around.
Thank you for watching, and don't forget to please like and subscribe and share with family and friends, and hit the notification bell so YouTube can suggest my video for other viewers. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to please like and subscribe and share with family and friends. And hit the notification bell so YouTube can suggest my video for other viewers.